Greetings, sirs and madams. I'm Seraphic Zero, playing Gundam Battle Operation. We're bringing you a match here in the night map of the desert, and I'm using a level 1 Gundam Alex, and it's using a level 1 beam rifle, well, the Alex beam rifle. So, the Alex Gundam is one of my favorite units to use in this game because it just really fits my playstyle, I think. So this mobile suit, it can't use a bazooka, it actually can't use any hand weapons aside from this beam rifle. And personally, I just enjoy using beam rifles a lot more than bazookas because I'm a person who generally has very good timing and precision. But unfortunately, like I've told you, like while I record, my screen is it becomes very blurry because I'm on the AV cables and I'm using a splitter. So I actually can't see very well, so unfortunately you will be seeing me miss for the majority of this match. And also, yeah, so you see right there, I saw that Blue Destiny attacking Copper Fusion right there in his SML, and I tripped him. And the last thing you want to do is be tripped when there's an SML in the room, so you saw how Copper just obliterated that guy when he was on the ground. Yeah, so you notice I just redlined my beam rifle right here. It's because this is the level 1 version of the rifle. Like, I've been having a lot of bad luck with my weapon drops, and I absolutely cannot get the level 2 rifle to drop. Most people have the level 3 by now, so because my rifle's level 1, if I use a full charge and then shoot again immediately after, it's gonna overheat. So that's a bit of a drawback I have when I play this mobile suit. What was I talking about before? I think I was discussing the arm gatling, right? So the reason I like the Alex so much is because it has the arm gatling as its sub-weapon, and that's, I don't know, that's the best thing I could ask for. Like, the way like the gameplay mechanics work for GBO is that mobile suits do well when they have strong sub-weapons, where you can stun a mobile suit with your main weapon and then go to your sub-weapon to deal additional damage. Now, the arm gatling is pretty much top-notch on like dealing out damage in this game. It's a fantastic machine gun. It has the fast fire rate and a strong damage like rating. The only drawback to it is that it has kind of short range, but you know, like, this is a machine gun, you probably won't be using it long range anyway. And I think it has like 150 ammo on it, which is pretty good. Another drawback to the machine gun is that it has this weird like thing to it, just like the Goof Customs Gatling, where if you where you make like drastic changes in movement, like it'll stop shooting for a split second. For me, I find that usually happens if I'm walking while firing the machine gun and then I stand still, it'll stop firing right there. So because of that, what I'll often do is I will when I'm firing my machine gun, I'll actually just strafe around the enemy. That way I can have the machine gun continuously firing and I won't be easily targeted by other enemies. Now right there, I actually, like halfway into the match, I landed my first beam rifle charge shot. It took that long, and because I kind of screwed up my weapon switch, I wasn't able to get the kill, but like it still helped out the team. Yeah, and yeah, normally I actually do extremely well with the Gundam Alex, but the thing is, I'm playing in a room with Guang Star, and as good as I am with the Gundam Alex, he is even better. So you'll find that for the most part, our other two Gundams are getting all the kills. Guang will get most of them, and then C4 will get the others. But I do manage to help out the team. Like, I'm trying my best to stick next to everybody and make sure they have backup, and I'm just trying to keep an eye out for, you know, like to see if we're gonna get surrounded or anything. Like, right here, this is what happens to me a lot in GBO, is where I'm helping the team advance, and then everybody else dies, and then I find myself surrounded by the entire Principality of Zeon, and get killed horribly. Yeah, I think what I should have done was, instead of trying to fight back, I probably should have just ran point B, captured it or something. That would have been a better use of my time. Yeah, so while we were advancing, somebody had gone through and captured all of the respawn points. Now, I did notice this happening earlier, but I just ignored it because we were having such a strong advance. When your score is that high compared to the enemy score, it's best not to go back and split up the team and try to cover, like, to try to defuse bombs or to recapture points, because probably the most important aspect in this team, or in this game, is teamwork, to have your team stay together. So if your team is separating to to play defense sometimes, it actually weakens your gameplay a lot. So that's why I chose to go with a team instead of go back to counter whoever was doing all that stuff. Now you see that was probably a wise choice in what we did, because like our team did get completely wiped out like a second ago. We've all respawned and we've all linked up together again, and we're attacking Xeon again in force. So pretty much no harm, no foul, and we've pretty much evened up the score again. Oh man, it's just so hard to get a shot in there. And I think there is pardon that, I think I just received an email, so sorry if you heard that notice. So, I think the only person that's not using a beam rifle is actually Rob. He's in... I'm actually not sure what mobile suit he's in. I think it might be a White Dingo Custom GM. Yeah, and I didn't really mean to kill that Ifrit Kai right there. I think I just happened to have my beam rifle like shot land last, and that's why I got the killing shot, but... Yeah, and that's the thing with beam rifles, like, I guess you can always attempt to stun the enemy first, but sometimes it's wiser to wait for the enemy to be stunned by one of your other allies. And yeah, I just stunned Guang with my beam saber right there. I don't know how that happens, like, you fly in, like, trying to charge at the enemy, and then all of a sudden, your ally's in front of you instead. Oh man, I guess that just happens when a team's overly aggressive. You see, that's an example of my aim right there. I knew if I wasn't careful, I was gonna shoot between that Zaku's legs, so I specifically aimed for that one foot. So when I can like see what I'm doing, I do have pretty good aim. Oh man, like Xeon looks like respawning really fast. Yeah, so I missed that beam rifle shot, but Copper managed to get a counter on that Ifrit, so I'm doing my best to do as much damage to it as I can while it's on the ground. And I know that as soon as it gets up, it'll have invincibility frames, and it's probably going to charge for Copper again. So I took out my beam saber to get ready to defend him, but the match is over, and looks like we won. So let's see how we did on the score. So of course, Guang got the highest score, big surprise. He got the best kill to death ratio and the highest damage, and I took the least damage. And I think that's because actually I'm very careful when I'm in the beam rifle. I'll try to stay at as long range as I can. And I raised Copper here because I think he did really well in his SML and he did a good job of backing us up. So I got 3 kills and some points. And it looks here I got all chips and more of the level 5 Goof Custom. Alright, well, that does it for match 4 of Gundam Battle Operation for Friday, so thanks very much. Bye.